The CSW is the Commission on the Status of Women. It was founded in 1946 and it is the UN's largest yearly conference on gender equality. Each year, governments come together for 2 weeks to review various commitments and progress towards gender equality with a unique theme that guides their discussion. Together, they debate on what's called the agreed conclusions that basically marks the status of gender equality at that moment in time and has action-oriented priorities for the year to come. It's an important document and we have so many feminist partners and allies working hard to ensure that the outcome is inclusive and reflects feminist values and realities of life for people of all genders. So, alongside this formal debate, thousands of grassroots organizations, gender experts, international funders, activists, and advocates like you come to the UN headquarters in New York City. This is the heart of CSW, where people from across the world get to meet and connect at different events and forums to discuss a wide array of important and intersectional issues related to gender equality. The 68th session of the Commission on the Status of Women will take place from March 11 to March 22, 2024. But how does civil society participate? Well, we come together with like-minded organizations and grassroots partners to forge connections that focus on specific issues. These collaborations leverage shared networks, expertise, resources, and influence, making a collective impact by showing the international community a feminist view of today's priority issues. These coalitions are instrumental in shaping the agreed conclusions and advocating for key priorities with UN member states. Through these interactions, we hold governments accountable for meeting their international obligations at the national level. So this is about collective strength for lasting change. And there are many ways civil society shows up at CSW. First, NGO CSW is an organization that serves as the convener for civil society, shares key details from the UN, and organizes many of the side events. They have very helpful info sessions for those new to the process. Second, as we mentioned earlier, civil society can directly influence CSW by advocating for their issues with governments. For instance, the Women's Rights Caucus and LGBTI Caucus provide platforms for civil society representatives to strategize and coordinate around priorities, push back against anti-gender movements, and be a resource for governments as they negotiate. And three, there are also opportunities to advocate with governments and UN entities outside of the formal sessions. Many civil society organizations, global grassroots, arrange to meet with governments while in New York to tell them their priorities and demands one-on-one.
For the past 11 years, MADRE and the New York office of the Rosa Luxemburg-Stiftung, a progressive institution and longtime MADRE partner, have collaborated to bring together a delegation of grassroots feminist partners to participate in CSW. We've welcomed partners from every region of the world for advocacy, networking, and connection. This year, our delegation will be specifically highlighting the intersection of gender and climate justice. This CSW delegation will focus on strategic advocacy opportunities, enabling partners to directly engage with governments, UN agencies, and human rights experts to convey their perspectives and demands. Additionally, fostering meaningful connections within feminist and climate justice movements is a key objective, along with establishing important links between delegation partners, international organizations, and other stakeholders. Now, the heartbeat of involvement in CSW is the plethora of side events hosted by non-governmental organizations, UN agencies, or government member states, both in person and virtually. These events serve as vital platforms, allowing you to contribute to the dialogue even when your area of expertise diverges from the current CSW theme. So what will MADRE's side event be about? Well, MADRE will collaborate with RLS to organize a CSW side event that spotlights the work of grassroots climate defenders in advancing climate justice and peace building. The event is scheduled for Monday, March 11th at 10:30 a.m. on the second floor of the UN Church Center. And the event will be titled Climate Breakdown: Feminist Responses to Armed Violence, Extractive Industries, and Forced Migration. This event will explore how climate breakdown, fueled by extractive industries, intersects with armed violence, forced migration, and the rights of women, girls, and LGBTQIA+ persons globally. The focus will be on feminist peace builders and grassroots climate defenders working towards climate and gender justice, advocating for an end to armed violence, and promoting non-extractive energy systems as transformative tools for sustainable equity. So we hope you'll join us Monday, March 11th, 10:30 a.m. on the second floor of the Church Center if you see this video in time. However, you can actively participate even if you're not attending CSW in New York. You can search online for the NGO CSW Forum and register for access to all the virtual events. Registration is free, and you can then find information about all the events in different time zones, languages, topics, etc. You can stay informed about the session online by following different organizations on social media as well. And then after CSW, it's important to continue advocating with your government to ensure sustained engagement by monitoring and evaluating their implementation of key gender equality commitments for women, girls, and LGBTQIA+ communities. You can play a crucial role in the follow-up of commitments made at CSW. Now, we hope this video has been informative for those of you new to CSW and maybe a refresher for those of you familiar with the space. And we really encourage you to get involved. It's partners and activists and human rights defenders like you who make CSW so meaningful. So it's important for civil society to show up and make our voices heard. So thanks for watching, and we hope to see you at CSW.